Welcome to Common Sense Investing. My name is Cameron, and in these videos, I normally introduce you to one stock in 10 minutes or less. And there are just so many opportunities that I simply can't keep up with just one video per week on one stock. So today you get an introduction to not one, but three interesting opportunities on my watch list. As always, this is not financial advice, nor is it in any way a solicitation to buy, hold, or sell these stocks. This is simply me showing you a few companies that have caught my eye. And if you agree that they might be okay stocks, then you go research them yourself, make your own decisions, and if needed, go please get a financial advisor, which is not this guy. In no particular order, the first stock that I want to introduce is CorMedix Inc., trading on the NASDAQ global market. And right off the bat, you will ask yourself, Cameron, you are a microcap stock channel. CorMedix has a market cap of $877 million, putting them squarely in small cap territory. Why are you covering this company? Because one of the advantages of retail investors investing into microcap stocks is they are simple, and CorMedix is simple. It's as simple as any microcap stock with one product, DefenCath. And that one product in DefenCath is solving one problem: catheter-related bloodstream infections. There are a large and growing number of catheter usages and patients, and as catheters do expose patients to a higher risk of infections, DefenCath is the first and only FDA-approved catheter lock solution with significant risk reduction. So I don't want to say moat because I feel like that word is overused, but they definitely have some first mover advantage here. And it's time to take advantage of that. Because why am I making a video on CorMedix today? After years of research and development, they have finally moved into commercialization. They now have 3 quarters of stunningly high growth and 2 quarters of profitability. The financials here are just shooting to the moon very quickly. Now, every company has risk. This is a growing and profitable small cap stock with one very successful product that is getting product market fit, and it has first mover advantage. There's a lot to like here. But of course, one of the risks is this pricing of a public offering. This was announced June 27th. I'm sitting here recording today, July 29th. We still don't know for how much or at what price. So we are researching, watching, and waiting to see what happens with CorMedix, but this stock is very high on my watch list right now. The second stock I'm introducing to you: Clean Tech Industries, and this is a complete 180 from CorMedix with their $9.82 million market cap. Basically, this is 1/100th of the size of CorMedix, right? So a very tiny company trading on the TSX Venture Exchange. Now, for an introduction to clean tech, I will forward you down below in the pinned comment of this video to a CEO interview done by Smallcap Discoveries in March of this year. And as usual, this type of interview drove up excitement in the stock, but has since basically fallen asleep. And it's time for me to take another look. The excitement around clean tech really starts with their products. D0E is short for zero emissions dehydration. It's a waste heat powered mobile wastewater evaporation system used on oil and gas and industrial settings to evaporate contaminated water using waste heat from on-site generators or rig engines. I am very bullish on cleaning water in the future. I think this is a huge growing need and a profitable niche to be in. And then a very similar EcoStream, which is also wastewater evaporation systems used in oil and gas and industrial settings to evaporate contaminated water, except a bit more mobile, and it uses natural gas instead of waste heat. Now, the exciting part here is their potential growth. They have 40 of these EcoSteam units, which are rigged for diesel. They're not being used. They're sitting in a yard somewhere. They are refitting these units to natural gas, which is fairly cheap to do compared to building new ones, and then putting these retrofits into the field for a quick ROI. So a nicely growing and profitable company. The question is, where is the additional growth going to come from? Well, the retrofit of 40 legacy units does seem like a quick, easy, and intelligent win for clean tech, but every company has risk, and one of clean tech's risks is that in Q1 they did not execute. They did not meet expectations for growth. Almost negligible top-line growth, arguably an erosion of the bottom line growth, so the excitement around clean tech hasn't exactly been followed through with execution in the numbers. So what does their Q2 look like? It's coming up, I believe, in early August. I can't wait to see it. I will be watching very closely for execution by clean tech industries. And finally, not necessarily the third best, but the third stock I want to introduce to you today, NameSilo Technologies. Now, I recently discussed NameSilo on my live stream, talking about how they have CanSlim strength, because basically any investor that bought NameSilo at any time in the past year has made money. That's attractive. What isn't as attractive is that many investors don't understand what NameSilo is. Yes, the stock is named after NameSilo, the website domain company. NameSilo owns 80% of NameSilo, if that makes any sense at all. I actually have 2 websites myself that I own through NameSilo. It's very easy. They upsell me well, and I'm so satisfied with their services that I keep renewing my websites with them. So a very good business. NameSilo just in itself is a growing and profitable company, but what investors are really more concerned about is that NameSilo is a cash-producing machine with strong conversion to cash that is growing when the company grows. And all that cash ends up in the hands of this guy, Paul Andreola, top of the list at Microcap Club. And of course, the face of smallcap discoveries, who has their own subscription platform offering access to management of Canadian microcap stocks. This is a fantastic platform, whether you're a paying subscriber getting early access to these interviews, or whether you just subscribe on a free subscription and watch them on YouTube. Huge value here from Paul and his team. Now, if you go through NameSilo's earnings, you will find that Paul uses that cash to invest in other companies like ChioCare. This company just started trading on the TSX Venture. In fact, they opened the market July 24th, 2025. This is a brand new, exciting company. ChioCare calls themselves innovators and are, in my opinion, a good company, with good right now meaning that they help people. This is the type of company that shareholders can feel good about owning, offering Companion, a power add-on for manual wheelchairs. Curio, a complex rehab-powered wheelchair built on ChioCare's patented robotic tech. And Aware, I mean, how beautifully simple is this, giving wheelchairs a rear view camera system. I love it. So owning NameSilo gets you partial ownership in companies like ChioCare. But it doesn't stop there. NameSilo, the stock, allows investors to get access to private equity startups and financings that they wouldn't otherwise have access to. Companies like Ola Media Innovations and Alchemy Labs Inc., which I am very interested in. And then on top of these indirect investments, they have recently announced a letter of intent to acquire hopefully another cash-producing machine in SewerView. SewerView helped pioneer large diameter pipe inspection technology with innovations such as pipe penetrating radar and multi-sensor inspections. Sometimes boring is beautiful. So this stock, NameSilo, isn't for the casual day trader. You really have to get into earnings and dig around for what you like or what you don't like and what you think the opportunities are here. But like I've said so far, this has been working out extremely well. We thankfully started researching NameSilo on my Discord back in September, and it's up over 200% since then. And that's what this comes down to, is research, because the question really becomes, what is the potential, not just of NameSilo, but the combined earnings in NameSilo, ChioCare, potentially SewerView, and other future investments like Alchemy and Ola. Interesting company to say the least. So that's it. 3 stocks that I wanted to introduce to my viewers. I mean, incredible diversity, a small cap, a nano cap, and then finally a microcap. Let me know which one you like best, which ones you own, which ones you didn't even know about before this video, but are interested in researching. Because as always, thank you for your time. My name is Cameron, and you have been watching Common Sense Investing.